What's up, my peoples? We back again. Appreciate y'all for being here. Shout out to all my entrepreneurs and my creatives, my fellow business people. We got another exciting episode for y'all again. I have a very special guest in the studio with me. Is actually one of Nine Media's clients, frequent users, whatever you want to call them. He's actually a good friend of mine. We have Mortgage Mo in the building today, man. Mortgage Mo, how you feeling, man?
What's up, guys?
Hey, thanks for being here.
Feeling good, man. You know, DMs are popping. The DMs are popping.
Yes, sir. Good shit. Well, yeah, we on this show we pretty much we start out by trying to just encourage people to just participate in media. You know, that's usually the first agenda, and not even if it's not a business thing, do you think there's any benefit to people just being online, or, you know, putting themselves out there at all? Is there any benefit beyond business, that you can think of?
Beyond business, or
beyond business, or like just putting you know, taking these pictures, videos, and stuff like that. Is that valuable beyond, you know, trying to make money?
I think like just having those memories for sure. I mean, that's like the big thing, right? Like being able to dig back and be like, oh, like I remember when, you know what I mean? Like that's huge now. I was actually thinking about this the other day, but you know, back in the day, our parents used to keep like photo books.
Yeah.
And you'd have your own little baby book with all the pictures from when you grew up.
My mom's big on the photo books. Yeah. My mom's huge. She still got a ton of them.
But like she'll go back, I remember that day, this is when you did blah, 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 or I remember that day. But now it's all digital. We have all these photos, but we also have videos,
high quality videos,
to just remind us of those times. And you know, you don't look like, it doesn't look like a picture from your like great grandmother's like photo book. It's like, yo, like, man, they were shooting that in 4K.
Yeah,
in 2022, so they was doing all right. Like,
we were just talking last episode. We mentioned that we're the first generation to have this, the first generation to be able to record ourselves at scale, so our grandkids to be able to look back on video of us and get context of what we were like as
they're
people.
They're gonna be making fun of me, so call
thoughts. Me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. So they have plenty of to pick apart and be able to dissect, and you know, I think it's extremely important. Yeah. I think it's dope, and I think if I recall correctly, we even were able to pull up some family stuff for you not too long ago. At a pretty important time. So I think it's definitely valuable beyond money.
You know, it's crazy, man. That's the only conversation with me and my brother that's recorded.
Really?
The one that you sent me. Only one.
Are you serious?
Only one. I promise you.
My
pops was like, I'm gonna call his phone to listen to voicemails. I was like, to listen to his voicemail, like, I got a conversation for you. Boom, I said.
Boom, there you go.
And he was just like, thank you so much. Like, I didn't know.
Invaluable. See that proves the point right there. Invaluable sometimes, man. So
that was like a blooper. Like we were just
that was something. The camera just so happened to be on while we were making reels and stuff like that. I think you know, just being able to pull back on stuff like that, and you know, being able to, something happens to somebody close to you, or something happens to you. You know, it'd be dope if your kids don't have to go the rest of their life with just a picture of you, or or whatever pictures you put on your Facebook. They have some a little bit more context of who you are as a person, and when you leave that behind for people, that can that can help for generations to come.
High quality though.
High quality too.
Not no 1080p. 4K.
You know how we get out around there.
4K.
But if anything, you got to do it at all. Just participate. Yeah.
100%.
But now getting on the business side. So explain to the people who may not know who you are, what it is that you do. What do you do?
So I'm a mortgage loan originator. I'm licensed in Washington and also Massachusetts. I came to Nine Media back, what was it, last August probably?
Yeah,
I think we started talking somewhere around then. And
Q3 of
I mean, I had social media, but it was just for like personal use, stuff like that. Never really marketed or advertised with it. And it's changed my life. Like, I'll be real, it's changed my life, especially like in this market with real estate now, where like last year we had an influx of buyers, so it was just kind of like pick and choose who you want to work with. Now it's like, hey, like pickings are slim, but how are you going to get in front of the buyer? And you've helped me, be able to get in front of them early on, or just be top of mind to friends, family, and friends of friends. So it's actually worked out really well.
Dope. So on a less serious note, what platforms are your favorite right now? What do you like to be on the internet? What are you doing on your phone these days? Are you
I'm
more Facebook? Are you more IG? Are you on a Snapchat? Are you a TikToker? What's your favorite place to kind of take in content? Like, what do you like? Where do you like to watch stuff?
I think each platform has its own kind of like realm or like reason for being there.
Absolutely.
Facebook, I just have like a lot of connections on there because I've had it since 2004.
Yeah. Facebook.
Like I still have my original Facebook from 2004. So I think I have
about
almost
right
like
there, too.
like 4.9 people I'm connected with on there. That like so
Yeah,
it's,
whatever the max is. They
Yeah.
max you out at like 5K. I think,
I'm maxed out and now I can only get followers.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I don't know, but I mean that's like so I get on Facebook a lot. Instagram I'd say for sure. I've started using it for other purposes, more like business oriented now, but also like I still shoot like family stuff and throw that out there too.
Yeah, it makes it
Instagram's been pretty cool though. I think it's more like for like my generation, or like our generation, you know, like
absolutely.
I think we're more on IG. TikTok, like I'm trying to get into it, but like I still haven't really like found that sweet spot with it. Snapchat's just like there for whatever. I don't really use it like that. But yeah, that's really it. I'd say IG and Facebook mainly. Those are like the two that I use, you know.
Yeah, and I think I got to clarify something I may have said in the last episode. Now, I think I was encouraging people to like completely separate their business from their personal, and that's not necessarily the case. You don't have to completely separate it. I just think that within your channel, within your platform, where you're putting out content on the daily, that it should heavily involve what you're doing in your workspace, especially if you're trying to like have your social media bring in any type of revenue.
Yeah, you gotta brand yourself.
Yeah, you gotta brand yourself. It's okay to you know throw some pictures of your personal life. It humanizes you. That's actually what social media is for. Is you get those extra little tidbits of somebody's life, and so it's not 100% about business. But I just think people need to increase the amount of content that they're putting out about their business and about what they're trying to sell or what they're trying to do.
Just gotta make sure people know what you do.
Yeah, you gotta tell people what it is that what you're doing.
Yeah.
So let's throw some flowers. Let's maybe do some shout outs. Like who is doing social media well right now in that you've seen right now? Who do you think is doing social media
Like
well?
in my space or just in general?
Let's do both. Let's see. Let's pick one that's in your space, and let's pick one that's like just you think someone's killing it.
In my space in Washington, there's another LO who works over at Caliber Home Loans, Ashley McPolland, I think's her last name. I believe that's her last name.
Shout out to Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley's killing it. Like, she's just gone viral a million times, and I'm just like, damn. So you're killing it right now. She's done really well. I'd say someone like not in my space. What's that guy who does jumping jack tax? What's his name? Dude's name who does jumping jack tax. He's from Philly.
I know who you're talking about though.
He's killing it right now, and I feel like he's always like a little bit ahead of the trends. What is his name? Don. Don from Jumping Jack Tax. You're killing it. The kangaroo. Killing it. He's killing it. But I think there's like, there's just people in general, like the everyday people who kill it on social media, and like they may not be doing it for like business purposes, but I see all their stuff too. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those people who are just like high up in the algorithm for some reason or another, or they just get like a lot of interaction. Like there's people who are doing a lot of that stuff too.
Yeah, see, that's what makes me want to push this so much. And people ask me like, why do you care to be giving away whatever knowledge you have for free?
Because everyone's
not gonna do it. It's work. But there's an advantage that we have a clear advantage. We are the generation that knows how to work these platforms. We know how to communicate on these platforms. We're not. It's not going to look weird with us, communicating in these platforms because we know how to speak the language. We know how to, talk the talk, walk the walk on each of these individual platforms. It's just people are just doing it just because we were good at doing it. No one's started to do it for their business. When people realize that they can do this for whatever it is that you want to do. Doesn't matter if you're a politician, if you sell cars, if you sell mortgages, if you sell babysitting, if you
Yeah, whatever you do,
yeah,
you
whatever
gotta
you
do it to the fullest.
if you're doing that on social media in the same way, if you put the same type of energy into thinking about that content and connecting with your end user as you did about trying to make the perfect Instagram post or the perfect angle for your selfie or what have you, if you did applied all of that to a business idea or whatever side gig that you wanted to do, a side hustle, I think it would materialize for a lot more people than it's ever been able to before, just because that space it's so open now and it's still growing. The internet gives us so many opportunities, and I just think people aren't taking enough advantage of it.
Well, it's always like the little things, right, that we don't do. Like for me, like I started noticing something like I'll post in my stories every now and then, and like reels are great. Like you still want to like be having your reels, but like your stories are where you're gonna get a lot of like engagement and stuff.
Yeah, that's where you're engaging with your audience. Yeah, you got to nurture.
But for the longest, man, I would just post on my story like I'll post a picture of me right now. It'll just be a picture of me.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it.
The only engagement I get off that is if I got a DM.
Right. Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, but like, what happens if you add like that little like scale in there where you can like slide it? Now you got some interaction. Now you got some interaction. Now your engagement's up there, and now like the next thing you post is just gonna go. Boop. As soon as you post, like it's little things like that you just gotta pick up on. But like,
yeah, it's a system. I think
it's a learning process.
People aren't thinking through their system. Like, you know, so if you're already doing, you know, making content for your business, and you may be having that type of issue. Like, don't forget that there's a couple steps. You have to track people to whatever your ecosystem is. Then once they start following you and they're in your ecosystem, you have to nurture these people. You have to continue to give them value, you know, and then you can actually pull them even further down the funnel into whatever lead magnet or offer or what have you, and then they're deep into your circle, and they have an intent to do whatever it is that you're offering. Yeah. And then then you can ask for the money. But you got to provide value. You can't forget about that nurture stage. You got to give them something in between those times while they're just following you and showing that support.
You know what social media reminds me of, man? So like back in the day, I used to work at Foot Locker.
Yeah.
And they had the conversion counters at Foot Locker, so when you'd walk in and count how many people walked into your store. Mm-hmm. And I remember them telling us this. Ryan Delgado, I'll never forget this, from Foot Locker. He's still like high up at Foot Locker too right now. But he told me straight up, he said, when someone comes into your store, they're coming in for a reason. Everyone who enters, they're entering for a reason. It's kind of the same with social media, right? Mm-hmm. If somebody clicks on your page and they start swiping through, they're swiping through for a reason. They're looking for something brought them there.
Yeah,
something brought them there. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was a video you posted, a picture you posted, they saw you on somebody else's feed, like there's a reason why they came through. Mm-hmm. So like your whole job is to make sure that you get them to stick. And when it was like at a sneaker store, the whole objective would be to like give you a pair of shoes and get it in your hand.
Yeah.
Because if you feel it, you see it, you smell it, you want it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you almost got to give that same vibe, just over the internet, virtually now.
Yeah,
you got to
it's the same.
You got to make them be able to see, feel, and smell it.
Yep.
From your content that you post, and that's the value. Like that's the value at that gets them to stick and stay forever.
Yeah, they have a reason to support you. They have a reason to be there.
It takes time, though.
It takes time. Yeah, you got a relationship. Man. Yeah,
I was posting reels that you were giving me to post as reels. As posts
stories.
And stories, and the sizing was all off, and everything was just all jet. But it took a little bit.
But until you start doing it, you don't know that these problems even exist. So once you start doing it,
I was like, whatever.
There's a way to do it. Yeah, there's a way to do it. So what over the course of the like 9 media shoots and stuff that you've been on, what has been your favorite shoot or piece of content that we've created so far, or most enjoyable time or best memory so far of creating content since we've started?
I mean, I wish I could tell you like one time, but like I just feel like every time we shoot, something just hits. So it's like I'll come in here and be like, all right, like, yep, this is gonna hit, and sometimes it does. But a lot of times it's like those one-off things that we're just talking about when the camera in here, like we're not even worried, and it just pops. And I think every time I've had like a favorite, like when I was here with the other Mo last time, we got some gems with that. Mm-hmm. When we did the shot with Victor, with Zach, like got some gems from that. Man, like I think like every time there's been like a gem, like even when I'm just having like a convo on the phone with a realtor.
Yeah.
We get gems.
Some of those do really well.
Like, we get gems from that. Like when Brooklyn came in and just like laughed.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was probably one of the best ones. Yeah,
I have to post that. So
kids are internet cheat codes. Yeah, they break the internet every time.
You don't know my dad? He's Mortgage Mo.
Yeah, those are dope. That's
we might have to throw that back up there. The right way this time, not a post as a reel.
Yeah, exactly, as a reel. Organic reach. We had a long conversation on this podcast yesterday about organic reach and taking advantage of places that have organic reach and understanding why these places have organic reach. And a lot of these other platforms are over-indexing on the organic reach for certain features because of the new platform TikTok. Well, not new. It's not new anymore, but
everybody wants
it's the new.
Instagram wants to be TikTok.
Instagram wants to be TikTok. YouTube Stories wants to be TikTok. Snapchat even wants to be TikTok, and they had the whole story thing first. So, but everybody wants to be TikTok right now. So because of TikTok over-indexing on organic reach, so post on TikTok. YouTube Stories also over-indexes on organic reach, so post YouTube Stories. So does Instagram Reels, because they want to be TikTok. They're going to over-index on organic reach because they want you to put content there.
Well, because there's so much value there,
man.
There's a lot of value there. Especially when you're in, like, for me, like, I'm in a high margin game.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I don't need millions of followers.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't need
everybody thinks they need
followers. Like it'll be dope though. Like it'll be dope.
Yeah, it'll be popular. That's great.
Yo, that's Mortgage. That'd be kind of filthy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that would be dope. But I mean, more importantly, if people spending money with you is what the key is.
And it's like, and it's genuine too, right? Because this gives me a chance to like work with less people, more value.
Yep.
But at the same point, it's organic. Like I'm not like faking the funk. Like
exactly.
This is like what I do. This is how I live. This is my life. Like, oh, you want to go meet at the little Mexican spot and get some tacos and talk business? Let's do it. Like, I'm here.
Yep.
I'm always down for Taco Tuesday. Like, what's up?
Yeah, everybody like that's. I think that's another thing. It's the vanity. People want the vanity of having a bunch as opposed and forgetting that you can actually just do business. Like it'd be dope to be popular, get sponsorships, and you can do that if you're good at social media. But if you're not, just in case that doesn't happen, you probably should be trying to build a business. Like, build a business, make some money, actually connect with people who might spend some money with you. And you don't need a bajillion followers to make money. My cleaning company has like 400 followers. My clients pay 15 and 20 grand a month. Like I don't need a bajillion followers. It's high margin. So depending on what you sell, you don't need to have a bajillion followers. No. I mean, so
no, there's a lot of opportunity out here, man. There's a lot of untapped potential. Mm-hmm. And honestly, there's a lot of, I think when I say untapped potential, I don't just mean like, as far as like us as like individuals and like what we can do. I mean more so as like us as individuals, like networking and growing with other people who haven't even like fully realized where they are. Like the dude who did all my artwork, I met him on Instagram. Send him a DM. Send him a DM.
Yep.
He did all my tattoos. Met him on IG. And that's my tattoo guy.
Yep.
I had no sleeves when I met him a year and a half ago.
Hey, now my guy's blasted. We did some content over at his shop.
That was dope too.
That was actually a dope
Blood Orange tattoo over in Fremont.
Yeah, go check that out. Yeah, shout out to
Tyler Porter at Porter Tattoos. Check him out, man. He's a beast. But Blood Orange, that was a dope session too, man. We've done so many like.
Yeah, we've done some really cool stuff, man.
Yeah, there's no way to say a favorite because each time has just been really dope.
We even got some cool stuff because he's got some weird stuff in his shop. So we got some video footage on like I don't know what is that taxidermy stuff? That was weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff.
The bathroom looked like Alice in Wonderland.
Yo, the bathroom was trippy over there.
I felt like I was on some shrooms or something.
Yeah, what's going on? You might have to go get a tattoo just to go and see this bathroom because that I couldn't even go in there. I was like, I can't close the door in here. I'm not locking myself in this place.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it was dope. But is there anything on the media side that you've like been struggling with or been curious about lately? Is there anything you've been wondering about?
I don't want to say necessarily like anything I've been wondering about because I think it's just like a constant like learning process.
Absolutely.
Like the algorithm changes like weekly, so you're not gonna know the algorithm no matter what these people tell you. They say they know it, they don't know it. Like they can like point you in like directions to make sure that you stay consistent. Mm-hmm. So like when the algorithm does change, like you're like ready. You're not trying to get ready. You're already ready. You're there. But realistically speaking, I think the big thing is just consistency, man.
Consistency and building that following.
Stay consistent, man, no matter what. If some stuff's hitting, cool. Some stuff's not hitting, whatever. But just like...
And it lives on there forever, so it's not like it never has the opportunity. I mean, IG is a little bit I think they won't re-show it to people later on. But like platforms like YouTube, that content lives forever, and they keep distributing it to new people forever. If at some point someone just starts looking for whatever it is that you were talking about 4 years ago, then boom, that's going to hit at that time. Just because of that, or something you put out may make somebody go and look back through all your posts on your Instagram and find that piece of content and find other things that bring them value, or they see something that actually makes them say, "Hey, I'm spending my money right now. Like let me contact this person." So
yep, no, that's definitely true, man. I just think it's important just to just go at your own pace too. You know
what
I'm saying?
Go at your own pace.
Some people just I don't know. They try so hard, and you watch their videos, you can tell they're literally trying.
Yeah.
And it's you don't want people to think you're trying or fishing or I have to post
a reel
today.
Nowadays. Yeah. Everyone's got a bullshit meter that's through the roof right now. So.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it so real right now. You might see me maybe once in a sports jacket, and that's if it's an event where I have to wear a sports coat.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I'm gonna be me, man. There's 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna have a basic color tee on, some kicks, whatever, some jeans. That's me. And if you want to work with me, then you got to know who I am. And if you don't like who I am, you don't want to work with me, then it's not for you.
Says this shit, but that nigga's low key one of the flyest on this list. He'll be in some sweat. He'll have a little jogger fit on or whatever that won't be too much. But you got to watch him though, because he'll be in some $1,200 Yeezys at the same time or something. That's the same. So he'll be bossing up on it.
No.
He'll be that.
But you know what I'm saying? You gotta be authentic.
Yeah, you gotta be authentic because everyone can see it now.
Yeah, just be you.
We've seen so much bullshit and so many people faking it on camera that now everyone can see when it's they can tell when you're trying, they can tell when you're being inauthentic. So it's better to just
one that makes it harder to talk on a microphone when you're not
exactly if you're nervous and you're
I'm over here
scared to be yourself. And everybody gets nervous on camera. I think our first podcast was terrible,
but imagine if you're just you know what, I'm gonna shoot this podcast, whatever.
And however it goes, it
just goes. Bro, I didn't really know what we were gonna talk about today. We just you gave me a brief right before, but just came in.
That was 5 minutes before we started shooting.
You chopped it up. You just got to be authentic, man. And I think that's kind of the key to this stuff too.
Yeah. It's be who you actually are, and that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, you catch me in the mall, I'm the same person. You catch me gas station, same person.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's if people are gonna do business with you, you would want them to want to do business with you, not because of whatever you were pretending to be, or because they saw you in a suit and being all Mr. Up and proper or whatever. That's. You're not gonna want to try to keep that up 24/7. So why even go down that path?
That's
be who
gonna,
you are.
That's gonna cause a
give
lot
people
of
your offers, and
that's gonna cause a lot of issues, man, down the line. Because social media can be something really good or something really bad, just depending on how you use it.
Yeah.
So you gotta really just be you on there because you don't want to feel like you have to be somebody else. That you're not in order to make it.
That's
on social
not sustainable.
Media.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Not sustainable at all.
No, but no, man. I mean, you guys changed my life, man, and whether or not my IG blows up and gets super famous, man, maybe it will, maybe it won't, who knows. It's the learning process, learning how to use social media, being able to speak on that, being able to speak to clients about that, being able to speak to friends about that. I just had a realtor reach out to me today to help her set up her Google profile, her Google business profile. Simple. But those are the simple things a lot of people don't know. They just don't know. Yeah. They're how do I swear I'm asking for reviews and they're not coming in. What am I doing wrong? It's little things that we overlook because we are in that age group where
because it's just so natural to us because we grew up with the development of it all.
Bro, I was using the internet in the 5th grade to look up Cliff Notes. I never read no books.
Straight Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes. Come on,
Cliff
man.
Notes all the way through college.
Give me the Cliff Notes. Give me the Cliff Notes, and then I'll read the chapter.
Yeah, let me read the chapter if I know this test is about this section of the book.
Huckleberry Finn.
Yeah,
Cliff Notes.
I know generally what happened on Lord of the Flies. I know the kids went through some crazy shit.
No, but it's that's just our generation. But it's dope, man. This is I don't know. I have a lot of fun with this. I low key nerd out sometimes when it comes to social media. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for our new projects that we're working on.
Yeah, absolutely. We got some stuff. Tell people about what you got going on.
I can't tell them too much, man. I tell them too much, and they might.
You can at least tell them where to go for the information when it comes.
Okay. We can do that. Okay, so this is what you guys are gonna do. You're gonna open up your social media. It's probably gonna be in the next 30 days. 30 days you'll probably do it. So in 30 days, open up your social media. I'll call her after. And when you do that, just know you're gonna see an ad. It's gonna be a video of me. I'm gonna be talking to you about buying a house. when we put some seminars together for you. Free.
Absolutely free, man. Go follow
Free.
this man. What's your Instagram? Tell people your Instagram, your YouTube links and channels. Where can they get more information, and what would they be seeing if they go and follow you on any of these channels?
MortgageMo.B on Instagram. Go there. You can find my link tree. It gives you everything I got. I'm on Facebook. You can add me. YouTube, Mortgage Mo. Look me up on there. We just hit like 40 subscribers. I mean,
just
baby steps.
Just getting started.
42?
Yep.
Oh, look at that. 42. Jackie Robinson, baby.
Yep.
We're out here.
Yes,
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we just started getting that rolling again because I think
we
were
took
at
a few months off. Yeah,
we took a few months off. I think we were at like 28.
Yeah.
And then we just uploaded a batch and got to 42.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And like, that's the thing, like with consistency, man. Like, I don't know. Like, you just hit these waves and these funks, but just stick with it, man. If you find someone to help you grow and that, like, is dedicated, stick with them, man. Like, these are my day ones, you know. 9 Media, I tell people a million times, and I'm probably one of 2 in my space that come to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the other person who comes to you is the one who put me on with you.
Yeah.
So, there you go. These guys got the juice, though, man. You see any of my social media, any reels, there's like a 99.99999% chance like they did it.
It's a 9 Media execution. Yeah.
There you go.
Few places out there where you can see a bunch of stuff like that by 9 Media. Actually, go follow 9 Media's YouTube channel. You can see a little bit more of some of the work that we do for companies. We got projects that's working behind the scenes on shoots for 7-Eleven, Uber, Amazon Fresh.
Uber pics were done.
What else have we done? Joey Elzy, the UFC fighter.
Yeah.
There's a ton of stuff, man. So you want to go see how we work and what we do behind the scenes and how we come up with stuff, or you want to see the gear we use, or how we set up the studio, or how we think about creating content and stuff like that, then go check that out. We also have a link down in the description that's a free resource for you guys. If you guys are unsure on where to get started on creating videos for your business, we have a free resource for you. It's something that I still use to this day. It's a list of 10 business videos that you need to be creating for your business. You know, these are videos that are going to be evergreen and videos that you can also use and cut up to put in other places. But these 10 videos need to already exist for you. So if you haven't started, creating videos for your website and for it to live on places on the line as evergreen content, and we have the 10 video types that you need to be creating. And it's a free resource. So just click the link down in the description, and it'll be downloaded as soon as you type in your email. So go ahead and do that. Check that out. Do we have any other list of laundry stuff to take care of, bills to pay?
Not that I know of right now.
Good. I think we're good. We wasn't gonna pay the bills anyway, so. But I think this is a good place to go ahead, kill it. Mortgage Mo, I appreciate you for being here, talking to the people. Thank you so much, man. It's been a pleasure having you. Hopefully, we get to continue doing some great things. And I'm excited. I'm so excited for. I wish.
Yeah, 2 things you don't do in life: you don't cheat on your barber, and you don't cheat on the people that get you right with social media.
Facts. Facts. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some cool stuff coming out.
I can't wait.
I'm pumped. We're like 2 weeks. We're like 2 weeks out now. I can't wait.
I'm excited, man. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be real big.
All right. We'll catch y'all next time, man. Y'all take it easy. Peace.